Oh, look. We can go through the alleyway now. Does that mean we can get in here? We can. We can fix the glitch crane. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome in. I'm Astra. This is Whisper of the House. This is episode 3 of our exploration of this game. Now, off camera, I will just let you know I opened a ton of those little boxes with furniture in and what have you. I thought perhaps the first thing we could go and do before we go and have a look at Cheryl's situation or the alchemy shop or the punk rock store or all these things that we've got letters about, thought it might be a good idea to go and have a look at this apartment that we were just apparently given in the last episode, rent free, which, given that we already have a house, we've got this new one over here that we need to go and have a look at. I'm starting to worry that we might be the cause of any kind of housing shortage in this town, especially if people are just going to keep giving us apartments that we can just use. There is the fantasy of easy housing situations. So, we've got some mail. Let's check that first. Oh, exciting news from the HR department of the completely unnamed department and or company that we work for. Dear Astrowix, congratulations, you've been officially promoted to expert organizer. Your hard work and performance have been highly recognised by the company. We are proud of you. Well, good. I'm glad somebody is. To celebrate, we're awarding you 2,000 in voucher. Keep up the great work. More challenges await you ahead. Whisper Town Community Notices Redacted Department. That 2,000 is great because I just spent everything else that I had on mystery boxes, which is, I am sure you will agree, a completely adult way to spend one's wages. I see that we also master organizer and another 3,000 vouchers. This is binding us. Let's go and have a look at this other apartment. And keep our eyes open while we go for any of these weird occurrences, these strange glitchy things that are happening in town. I'm a little bit concerned by Gun Noob being a full-on department store. Oh, glitch. I saw it. I must fix this cursed crane. I can't get in here. Why can't I? Can I move these? I can't move them. Oh no. Well, the cursed crane is going to have to stay cursed for the time being, I'm afraid. Sorry about it. Let's see. Oh, wow! That started raining very fast. Quick, let's get in, out of the rain. Okay, here we are in our new apartment. This, I'll be honest, does not look much bigger than the one that we had before. Let me turn the lights on though. We've got a bedroom. A tiny weeny one. What's this? A balcony. That's cute though. I like the balcony. And I presume if we open the storage, can we put things up? We can. We've not just got a balcony. We've got a rooftop garden. I feel like that's pretty good. Can I? Can't put this chair down now. There we go. So we've got a living room, bathroom, and a balcony with a rooftop garden. This is, well, it looks like an elevator at the moment, but I presume this is the bathroom. Is that right? Yep. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to look at some of the stuff that I bought in the boxes. I'm going to put some furniture down. I'm going to whiz through that, and then I will show you what I've done afterwards. Okay, here we are. This is the best I could do with kind of the boxes that I'd opened so far. This is very much kind of, we're on our way up in the world. We haven't, we haven't gotten very much kind of stuff yet. Maybe we're still a student. We have a commercial cabinet stove. We've got a freezer with 3 doors. I wasn't aware that was a thing, but this one's got 3 doors. We have a full-on shop, like soda dispenser and a stand mixer, because we don't have a sink. So, you know, if we want to feed ourselves, we're going to have to cook ourselves cake. That's just how it's going to be. We don't have a couch. All of the couches in here looked awful or didn't have anything that matched them. So instead we've got these 2 bean bags. I feel like that's a good choice. And then a mixture of carpets. In the bathroom, I made a very solid decision, I feel. No shower, just this enormous bath in this tiny room that takes up the whole room. I feel like I'm going to stand by that decision. And then in the bedroom, we can't afford a mattress, so we're just going to sleep on the solid wood of this ornately carved, beautiful, classical bed frame. And then we've got some very strange apothecary adjacent stuff on our shelves, and there we go, 1 item of clothing. That's really all we've got. Also, it's a convenience store outfit, like a uniform, and we don't work in a convenience store. Don't ask me where we got it. And then we've got our little balcony, which I'm quite pleased with. It's night time at the moment. I don't know if it lights up in the daytime. Maybe we'll come back. We've got a very simple balcony, and then a really cute little rooftop garden outside. And quite honestly, this might be my favourite bit. I know it's very simple. It's just a lot of plants and some seats, but I'd like to spend time up here. I think it's really cute. Right. So that is our new apartment, at least for now. We should get on with going and dealing with some of these requests that we've got. So, we're right next to one. Very Punk Instrument Store is next on our list. So let's go and have a look at what's going on here. Jane! Jane says, cool, you're here. Oh, Jane is the one who described herself as the coolest. So take that and do with that information what you will. I can almost hear a beautiful melody. Arranging interiors is a form of art for you too, isn't it? I mean, I get paid, but sure. But this time, I'm inviting you to help me complete my art. Can you follow my rhythm and bring my music store design to life? Sure. Let's see what this looks like. We've got a 2-floor situation. See, the sun relocation is completed, which is always a good news. Okay, this time it looks like we have got specific places that we're supposed to put things. Or at least the rug was. This, I guess, is some sort of display stand, or is it a stage? Unclear at this point. Oh, it says display stand up in the corner. Alright. So we've got musical instruments for sale. I'm not quite sure how many we're going to get, so let's try and keep them sort of like with like. That is terrifying. Oh good, it's terrifying and there's a collection of them. Fantastic. Wow. I handled that perfectly acceptably. I don't know what you're complaining about. Guitar strings. This sort of feels like a good kind of spot for that sort of thing. More guitar strings, different brand. I'm really glad, by the way, that our client in this instance is literally just standing here watching us do this, because there's nothing I like more than being observed while doing some work or like trying to be creative. That's oh, we've got to put these up here. That's not a choice. I bet we put this in the wrong place. More cables. Yeah, it feels like we have put that in the wrong place. So, oh, we can move the whole thing. Oh, that's so good. Move these down to where they're supposed to go. See that we've got 7% done, so I suspect this is going to be quite a packed store when we're done. Ooh. That's a really satisfying little ding with the little confetti. Love that. Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna have to move all our guitar strings, I think. Oh no, look, they go up here. That's fine, I'll just do these one at a time. I'm sure it's not gonna be a problem. I always find it fascinating. My dad used to run a music shop. It's one of these things that I've spent a little bit of time in over the years. And I always find it fascinating that things like guitar strings seem to go well out of reach of anybody trying to get them. Like, they're really up high. And I guess that might be like an anti-theft measure, I suppose, because guitar strings are super easy to pocket, I would imagine. But it just feels like such a hassle for anyone who's like selling something that a lot of people come and buy like quite frequently. Watermelon red desktop speaker. I thought these were like radios. They're so cute. Oh, look at that. You see? Now if I wanted to try this guitar out, somebody's got to get the ladder. Maybe they're the sort of guitars that are just for looking at. Imagine being like 12 and your dad has said, you can have your first guitar. It's time now. And they take you in, and like, someone looks really annoyed at you because they've got to get the ladder out in order to get you your guitar. So I put these up here. I'd have staggered these, but that's just me. This one doesn't. Oh, it does have. I was going to say it doesn't have a place, but it really does. I have. Oh, look. We've got a curse. The blue bass has got a curse. Very nice. Very nice. I can't remember what we were saying. Yeah, look, I've been really enjoying this game and having a lot of fun with it. But I can't say that, like, just unpacking things into the space that it's designated is as much fun as doing it with a kind of, like, however you want sort of an attitude. There's a very small selection of vinyls for a music, like an instrument store. I feel like perhaps you probably want to specialise rather than sort of splitting your market too much, unless you've got a bigger store. But this doesn't feel like a big enough store to be like. What? This, okay, while my guitar gently screams, this is fine. This is not nightmare fuel at all. With this rabbit and this box and this screaming face. Alright, we got another. Oh, drums. Also, isometrics, it's really hard to put stuff in the right place in like isometric top down. Oh look, we've put the nightmare speakers in the wrong place. Right. definitely makes more sense that way, apparently. Also, I don't know, it's slightly annoying that all the guitars aren't together. This is another thing, like, people buy drumsticks a lot. You'd have to get the ladder to get those up. There we go. Oh no, one thing. Oh, there we go, it's got red outline. Hooray! Train to school, it's absolutely perfect. Brilliant. Do you hear it? That beautiful chord? This is a piece we created together. Well, I mean, not really. You told me where to put the things, and I put them there, and now we're done. Which art master made this? Well, I feel like I was just colouring it in, really. Somebody else did the designing. Alright. New gift boxes delivered. We'll go check that out later. Got new mail. Now, we were supposed to meet, I think it's Cheryl, at the Alchemy Lab, so let's go and do that now. Perhaps she won't have screaming speakers. That looks like that looks like a curse over there. I don't know whether... Is curse the right word? Is that what we're going with? Glitch? Still don't know what's causing them, so it's hard to know what to call them. Oh, look! We can go through the alleyway now. Does that mean we can get in here? We can! We can fix the glitch crane! And we got 10 vouchers for it. Ah, okay. Now I don't know how to get out. Okay, let's go. What is this? Oh, wow, this is gross. Did you just find an empty house? I heard someone used to live there, but strangely, no one can find the owner anymore. Feel like there might be, like, legal proceedings in that case? Even stranger, people don't even remember who lived there at all. Too bad, the trash inside has already started to smell, and it's really hurting the town's image. Luckily, we've got a housekeeping expert like you. Would you mind cleaning it up? Sure. How do I get rid of the thing once I've picked it up? This is... I meant to go and sort Cheryl out. I'm not dealing with this now. I will come back to this. That's definitely a thing to take care of later. Cheryl is in here. Alright. Cheryl says, sorry, just noticed you were here. Are you okay? You have a lot of mess in here. This is Ian's workshop. Who's Ian? We haven't met Ian. He was a brilliant alchemist. I'm sorry for your loss? Question mark? I remember him standing at the door, excitedly telling me he was going to activate a grand magic circle. After that, he never came out of the workshop again. Oh. Okay. All these years, I've kept the house just as it was, always thinking he'd return. But now, I think it's time to let go. I'm going to seal this place for good. Before I leave, please help me clean it one more time. After that, please take good care of this house. Thank you. Okay. Perhaps he'll come back though. Like, magic's pretty... I feel like magic is a pretty big thing. A girl leans her head on the shoulder of a man with pointed ears, her smile bright and joyful. Okay. Clean this. Do I need hazard gloves? Is this safe? Cheryl has disappeared, so maybe we'll never know. Alright, our tasks over this way are erase the spilled potion, which I guess was the sweeping, and clean up the spilled glass reagent bottles. Is there a place these are supposed to go? The story begins in a dark forest, where ancient star maps and symbols flicker. Okay. cover is a tangle of crawling green vines. Between the pages hide vines of quietly unfolding stories. What is a vine of an unfolding story? Recording the secret history of the ancient continent. Ooh. Aww, that's a lovely little painting break. You know, just in case the client doesn't mind us doing that. Let's see if we can keep these sort of coloured books together. There seems to be... Well, let's see if we've got enough shelves of the right type for each colour book. Oop. Listen, I'll get there eventually. I feel like this is probably not supposed to go in there. Right. Sort of feels like somebody already set these books like in a different place. So perhaps they wanted them there? Didn't sound like it was her house. It sounded like it was this Ian person's house. And it sounds like he sort of wanted the books where they were, really. This has sort of made this this thing a sort of hidden object kind of puzzle, which is quite fun. I don't hate that. I do enjoy that they have been sort of messing with the formula every time. So each house is different, like sort of compared to Unpacking, where largely the house was, each house was the same, just a different, like the mechanics were the same each time you moved house. Now this is a guide to baking. That feels like it belongs in the kitchen. If we put it on a shelf, oh, I think because it's laying down, I think that probably indicates it's not supposed to go on the shelf. This feels like the sort of puzzle that I'm not very good at. Yeah, that'll do for now. I wonder if this beaker's supposed to go in here. Oh boy. Alright. This seems fine. Perfectly safe. What have we got? This is another kitchen herbs lab. The herbs lab? Let's have a look at the herbs lab. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. Let's try sweeping up everything we can for the moment. Oh. You want in mind? Ooh, okay, Chronos Rite. Well, Chronos means time, so that's interesting. According to ancient texts, this is an exceptionally old magic circle said to be capable of sending not only objects, but even living beings to a dimension beyond the reality of this world. During the casting, the target must stand at the exact center of the circle for the sigils to activate. At the moment of initiation, the lines emit a distinct surge of energy, an omen that the circle has begun to operate. Countless scholars have tried to record its workings, yet none have been able to uncover its destination. On rare occasions, some have succeeded in casting it, and witnesses claim to have seen them vanish into the glow of the sigils. Where they went is unknown, and they never returned. Alright, so Ian went somewhere, And we don't know where, but presumably it was via this Rite. So could literally be anywhere. In time, perhaps Ian went back in time. Okay, well, we've got some shelves, which I guess that's quite a lot of shelves, and quite a lot of bottles. I wonder if we have the right stuff, the right place here. When Cheryl says she's been looking after this place, does she mean she's just sort of been messing around with things? Because it doesn't feel like things are in the right places, to be honest. What do I know? Do you collect it at dawn? I don't know if it's just sort of a pair of scissors. One more potion. And then we've got the glass bottle up here. There we go. I feel like all the labelled ones can go up on here, and then like jars and things over here, and then we've sort of got like plant pots over here. Presumably this was a sort of like lab where you'd cut things up, ready for magical rites. So we've got scales and test tubes and like boxes of rings and what have you. I don't feel particularly safe, like handling all of this stuff, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know whether or not it's a good idea to clean that up, and I don't have the option, so I'm just going to leave this how it is. There doesn't seem to be any other things to clean up in here. So let's have a look at this workshop. Skulls aplenty. Special in jars down here, so let's see if we can make a shelf of all of those. That's fun. Love that. Not at all creepy. A stone statue of a saint in prayer. Useful thing to have around the house, I always say. Oh, you can't move in my house for statues of saints in prayers. Alright, we've got some more bottles and what have yous. Put the books together. And then like these little labelled bottles can go together as well. Ooh, look! Okay. Hello. We can put this notebook back together. That's exciting. Okay, it's telling us about the reagents. Blast bloom, a powerful impact and aroma that boosts dopamine levels. Oh boy, do I need that in my life. Thermal mix, a common alchemical material. A firework that can intensify love effects lasting up to 3 days. What kind of thing were they making? Like a love spell firework? Sounds exciting. This is sort of a vial, so I wonder if we can. Oh, hey, they can go on the. Can we read them? No, we can't. But they can go in the box. These ones can't. More books. Not usefully so. Go. They stack. And then these minerals, I guess, can live over here. Come on. There we go. Not sure kind of what all of this is, but it sure looks pretty. That's because ores are pretty. One of my favourite things. Love collecting things like crystals and ores and stuff. Have we got it now? Is that all of them? Yes, okay. One, blast bloom. That goes in the pot along with the thermal mix. 2, some things that aren't labelled. 3, moonflower reveals the true essence of objects under its illuminating glow. Mercury thistle with the power to purify. Silver leaf elixir, a shimmering liquid that only glows at night. And mirror dew unveils the hidden layers of any dusty or obscured mirror. I'm not sure how all of these things relate together. Maybe it's just a sort of a notebook of things that are useful, or maybe it all like culminates in one spell. Difficult to say. I'm not entirely certain why I can't move this book next to the others. It is slightly irritating though, because I'd like to move this reagent up here. So now I've got these books. What do I do with those? Mark's examination shows this biological specimen in the jar is identified as the juvenile form of the mistmast species, the Mickey snake. Huh. Ah, this is the thermal mix. Can we put them in the Can we put it in the cauldron? Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna make a thing. Okay, blast bloom. Blast bloom is like a little flower with a fruit behind it. Can we find that? These are all creatures. I wonder if it would be in the herbal lab. Evening moonflower, cat's eye flower, mercury thistle. We needed that. Pretty sure. Put that there. Firefly grass, purple vines, mutated grapevines, bumflower. That's going to be like blast bloom, right? It looks like the same as on the thing. Look, it's the flower and the little. I just made a firework. Call me Gandalf. Identified as a magic firework created through a special ritual increasing the user's popularity. Well, that's just freaking cool. Okay, so let's have another look at this this notebook. So that was the firework. So this is a... Okay, so the 1, 2 and 3 are different spells. That's a feather and a pot of shiny small flowers creates a star. So we've got a feather here. And then in the herbs lab, I guess, is where the little tiny flowers would be. This one? Maybe? Let's go and have a look. Alright, so that is like... It's a little pile of tiny flowers. And that sort of looks like this. They're in a kind of pyramid shape. I'm going to try it. Yes! Okay. A star-shaped potion bottle filled with a strange yellow liquid. Oh, wait, hang on. This says it can't fly. And when I pick it up, this goes green. I made a flying broom, which is already cursed. I wonder if that's related. Ah, but unfortunately it does say still that it can't fly. I mean, I'm literally looking at it doing it, but that's okay. What was the last thing? Moonflower. Moonflower reveals the true essence of objects under its illuminating glow. This looks like a pineapple fish, but that's mercury thistle. We've already fetched that. And then silverleaf elixir. So moonflower and silverleaf. Sounds like elves' names. Moonflower. There we go. Where do we find the silver leaf, though? That's mercury thistle. This looks different. It's kind of like a squared off bottle with a flower floating in it, or a leaf floating in it. Silverleaf elixir. There. That was easier to find than I thought it might be. A tall glass reagent bottle with an unknown light purple liquid. Okay. That's that bottle. Mirror Dew unveils the hidden layers of any dusty or obscured mirror. Well, this looks like this. And it says, a thick layer of dust covers the mirror. No matter how hard you wipe, it won't come off. Strange. Well then. You know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with me clicking on a label that says subspace. This seems fine. Completely and utterly safe. Now, we saw one of these in... Yeah, look, it's doing the snow thing. There was one in the bakery. I don't know what that is. This is the same circle that was in the workshop, but it was all burned out. We've got a note and we've got a cube. Let's have a look at the note. This is the same as the one that's in the workshop. Okay. Interesting. We can't do anything with the geometry. I wonder if we're to come back to this. Now that we have it open. Right, the last thing here is store the glass bottles, oars and crystal balls in the left wall cabinet. Is this one? I wonder if we're supposed to grab this crystal ball here. And the oars. No, we cannot take it through. Not the thing. Okay, fine. I'll just move this firework over here where it's perfectly safe. This is an enormous book. Alright, what have we got left? We can't put the notebook like on top of the other thing. We can put it there though. These stone tablets, do they fit on this shelf? don't. Do you fit in here? That would be really satisfying if you did. No? Okay. Alright, what are we missing? We're missing glass bottles, oars, and crystal balls. I feel like we've probably left something out that we shouldn't. Does this change in it? No. That did. What's that? Ink. Probably the ink stays on the desk. I wonder if we've left something in the kitchen. What would happen if you threw this into the fire? You do not have to tell me twice. I mean, not much. I suppose that seems fair. Spice jar, that seems like a fairly kitchen-y thing. Teapot. It's the tiniest little teapot. Spice jar, those are both kitchen things. Letters seem like they can live in here. Cake is fine. So the big question here is, what exactly am I missing? I feel like it's this big one. But unless I'm missing something, it really does not want to live on this shelf. And there isn't anywhere for it to go on this one. Ah, there we go. That's one more. So my guess is we have another one somewhere. How much is this going to bother me, and should I just move on? That's the question. Okay, that took me far longer than I would like to admit. Thankfully, you didn't have to sit through it. Okay, let's finish this task. Perfect. New comment. Hello? Asterisk. The musical instruments store is all set. If you want to add some notes to your home, come and have a look at my store. Lovely. So I guess we can purchase things like guitars and stuff for our house. Let's go and see about this gift. I wonder which house the gift has been delivered to. I think let's go and check the new one and see if anyone's there. I don't need to buy any musical instruments at the moment. So let's go and have a look at what we've got. I think it's probably been delivered to the other house. Alright. Let's go to the other house. Okay. There appears to be a cursed basketball over here. Does this child have something to say? Nope. The slippers at home sometimes go missing. Which is fine. Have you noticed this cursed basketball over here, though? Nice. Alright. Right, we're going to go home, we're going to check on the gift, and then I think we will call the episode there for today. Because I feel like that's plenty good. I see that we have gone from rain to full-on snow. Let's check our mail. See what our next quest is. Request letter from company. Your outstanding performance in the town has greatly enhanced the company's reputation. Well done. According to our research, many residents are looking to settle in the town. After discussing with local real estate developers, we've decided to assign you to provide model room arrangement services. Already designated the first room, and all the furniture you need will be provided by the company. We look forward to seeing your excellent work. Alright. Okay, well, that's something we can look at next episode. And Jane has another letter for us. It's Jane again. I really love what you did with the instrument store. This time I want to ask for your help with my sister's new project. She's planning to open a music-themed cocktail bar right here in town, a kind of underground amusement park for young folks. I'll be performing there regularly too. Could you please help us set up the place? We're going for a punk rock vibe, the kind that hits you with a wave of music the moment you walk in. Please say yes. The coolest, Jane. Jane, we've talked about this. Describing yourself as the coolest is not, in fact, the coolest. Let's see. Turn lights on. And look at our gift. What is it? Show me. Ooh, a cake. Okay, we're just going to pull everything out. No, okay, fine. Put that in storage. We have got another vinyl record and some cake. Museum cake. It's in a see-through box. Oh, we have another one up here that we didn't open. And another one. My goodness. Alright. Full of presents. That's it. Just one vinyl. And another one. That's it. Alright, we will call the episode there. Thank you so much for joining me. I will put the link to the playlist for this playthrough in the description below. And otherwise, please check out the rest of the channel. We're doing the whole playthrough for this, and I've got some very exciting projects coming up in the near future. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please do so that you can follow along as we play through this and many other games. Otherwise, please enjoy the rest of your week and have a lovely rest of your day. Bye bye.